Well, hello again. Here we are, Sunday, another day in Lent, and we're getting closer to Easter. Remember, Lent is a season of preparation, and today's theme has a lot to do with how we should look to God, especially in hard times. They talk about a haiku. A haiku is a form of poetry, and it is 3 lines, and there are 5 syllables in the first line, 7 syllables in the second line, and 5 syllables in the third line. So on the first page of your insert, there is there are 3 circles to write your haiku. So if you want to write about difficult times or about something that is on your mind, I have a sample here. On our first line is 5 syllables, when I'm in trouble. The second line is 7 syllables, I like to spread time praying. And the third line is also 5 syllables, asking if you'll help. So see if you can try and form your own haiku. It's pretty interesting to learn something new. So today we're talking about the Israelites, and they were on a journey through the wilderness, and nothing seemed to be going their way. There was very little to eat, nothing to drink, and they had to detour around their intended course. How do you feel when you take a trip and it takes so long? We really haven't been able to do that lately, but we are coming to that point now, and now the weather's changing and things are getting better. So let's read Numbers chapter 21, verses 4 through 9. From Mount Hor they set out on the way to the Red Sea to go to the land of Edom. But the people became impatient on the way. The people spoke against God and against Moses. Why have you brought us up out of Egypt to die in the wilderness? For there is no food and no water, and we detest this miserable food. Then the Lord sent poisonous serpents among the people, and they bit the people, so that many Israelites died. The people came to Moses and said, we have sinned by speaking against the Lord and against you. Pray to the Lord to take away the serpents from us. So Moses prayed for the people, and the Lord said to Moses, make a poisonous serpent and set it on a pole, and everyone who is bitten shall look at it and live. So Moses made a serpent of bronze, put it on a pole, and whenever a serpent bit someone, that person would look at the serpent of bronze and live. So as we read this, why were the Israelites complaining to Moses? They sure were happy. They really were very spoiled people, weren't they? They were hungry and they were miserable. Have you ever complained about things on a long trip? I'm sure everybody does. So, like the Israelites, sometimes we forget to look to God for help. Also, in your insert, there is a sample of how to make a cross. And if you can get a chance, you can cut those little blue lines off the end and follow these instructions so you can try and make a cross that you can use as a bookmark. And it might remind you of Moses' bronze serpent that he sent to the Israelites. The Israelites had a hard time remembering to look to God before they reacted to something they didn't like about their situation. As a result, they both learned some tough lessons. Think about a time when it was easier to complain than to see the good. So we must remember to try and look for the good instead of complaining. Let's close with prayer. Dear God, help us remember to look to you when we feel like complaining about things that get us down. With your help, we can focus on the good. Amen. Have a wonderful week.